Hello everyone and welcome back to this how to find cheap flights tutorial series here on YouTube. This is episode 4 and today we are gonna look into how we can generalize the time on Skyscanner, so the time frame when we want to fly. But yeah, before we get started, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Luca, I'm the German travel guy and I have traveled to over 80 countries at age 19. And I'm currently on my mission to visit every country on the planet. You can see my travel map down there, and I speak 6 languages, or at least I try to. And also you can see a little picture there from a beautiful mosque in Kabul. I really like this place. So yeah, what we will learn in this episode is how to generalize the time frame on Skyscanner. And keep in mind, as in the last video already, this is one of the most essential things to find cheap flights. So let's not waste any time and let's jump right to Skyscanner and let me walk you through this. So here we are back on Skyscanner and you can see it's still put in from last time, London any to Frankfurt any. What we are gonna do now is we're gonna click once on the depart field with the date. And obviously you'll see the little calendar here and you can click on any date. I could click the 15th and now the 15th is selected and not the 14th. But this is quite irrelevant to us. What we are going to do in this video is we're going to click on whole month and then we're going to click on April. So we not only have one day selected, but we have the entire month of April selected to get us cheap flights. And now just imagine what possibility you have if you have a holiday of, let's say, 6-week summer holidays and you want to fly somewhere. I think it would be really stupid to search in just the first day of your summer holiday. Why not just search in the entire month? And then you can always, if the date just doesn't fit at all, you can always go back to a more expensive flight. But why not start by sourcing the cheapest flights that there are? And this is what we are going to do right now. This is the first step towards this. So we're going to search in from London any to Frankfurt any in the entire month of April. This is already a broad search. And what we will see now is a page that we have never seen before on Skyscanner, which is this calendar. So we can see here is a calendar. Some dates are marked red, some are marked green, some will be marked yellow or orange. There's nothing marked like this at the moment, but we can see, okay, most of them are green already. The colors, they don't really mean a lot. Sometimes you have green colors that are way too expensive. Like even 99 euros, I think, is way too expensive for this route. And sometimes you have orange or red colors for cheaper routes that are red or orange, even though they're fairly cheap. So you can basically ignore the color scheme here. What we want to look out for is the cheapest flights that we can find. So we can see, for example, okay, we wanted to go on the 14th of April. Let's just assume we have the flexibility of 2 days and we can fly on the 16th instead. And we can see it says 29 euros instead of 55. So we're just going to click on it and it's going to search the flight for us. So right now it's loading. So here we are back again at our flight result page from London any to Frankfurt any, not on the 14th of April, but on the 16th of April. And we obviously always want to click the middle column, cheapest. This is a sponsored ad. We'll ignore this. Again, in the first ever search, we only searched in London Heathrow. Now we have all London airports, we have all Frankfurt airports, and we have the entire month of April where we now sourced the cheapest date from. So we now have London Stansted with a stop in Milan to Frankfurt International Airport for 29 euros. So in the last video, we were amazed that we could halve the price basically, and we found a flight for 55 euros. And now we nearly halved this price again. And this is still not the ideal price. Yeah, this is still above my like 20 euro goal that I have for flying from the UK to Germany. And now this is really important. It says change airport in Milan. So this is not an ideal result for us. I just want to share this with you. It's not scripted or anything. I'm right now on Chrome and I just made up this route earlier to search this in and take it as an example route to prove that this technique always works. You will have routes where just this simple trick of generalizing the time to the entire month will give you results that will be 1/5 of the price that you originally had searched for, something like this. Now this route is a bit not ideal because we have to change airports in Milan, and It's not crazy expensive. I think it costs a fiver or like €7, something like this, to take the airport coach from Milan. Let's quickly check what airport it is. We can just click on the result. It will load. And if we click on it, okay, from Milan Malpensa to Milan Bergamo. I've been to both airports, and they have an airport shuttle that connects the two airports. So you could pay like I think €7 or something like this to go from Milan to Milan Bergamo. It's not ideal, but it's not a disaster either. So if you really have to take this flight, just take it. Like, nobody really cares. You have 9 hours. You might even be able to stop in Milano Centrale, which is the main station in Milan, and have a quick look around the city. You have 9 hours time. This will be sufficient. So if you want to have a quick stopover in Milan, take it as a little bonus. If we just try to get to Frankfurt as soon as possible, you can see it's quite a long journey. It's not ideal for us, but you can see where this is going. So right now this is already a lot cheaper. If you think about it, it's again, go to gate, €29 instead of 106. And all we have done is we generalized the departure field, the arrival field, and we generalized the time to the entire month. And now obviously this is 2 days later to what we had originally planned. But now you can imagine, if you're planning a holiday and let's say you have 2 weeks time, then 2 days here and there, who cares? Then you can stay 2 nights longer, maybe something like this. Yeah, you will find a way around it. So now take it as a little learning that sometimes, occasionally, in the bigger cities especially, like you'll find this in London, you'll find this in Istanbul, you'll find this in Paris, in Milan, and in quite some cities in the US, like New York or so, you will sometimes have to change airports when you connect, when you find the cheapest flights. This is barely a problem. Just make sure that you always plan in more than 4 hours. We will talk more about these type of connections later on in the course. But for now, let's learn again what we have done. We have searched in London to Frankfurt, and we have clicked on the departure field, and we have put in April, the entire month of April. And then you hit search, and you will be redirected to this calendar. This is what you have to learn for this video. In the next couple of videos, we are going to look into what is the best time to book a flight, like in advance. How many weeks before a flight should you ideally book your flight? And also we are going to take it one step further, and we're going to search from country to country. And then we are also going to generalize the time even more. Now you may be wondering, even more than the entire month? Yes, it's possible, because Skyscanner has the feature of filtering out the cheapest month. I know it sounds crazy, but now imagine you can search from the United States to Mexico. So you put in the United States and Mexico, and you search in the cheapest flight between the two countries of the entire year. This is basically the possibility that Skyscanner enables us to search for. And this is the reason why Skyscanner is just so superior to all other platforms, in my opinion. So for now, just be aware of the things that we have learned so far, because it's already a lot. We generalized the cities, we generalized the month, we took a look at all the Skyscanner introductory stuff. But in the next couple of videos, we are really gonna make some serious progress on how to find cheap flights. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. And subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm quite new here doing these travel tutorial videos. I would really appreciate it if you support me on the journey. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.